Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Thoughts and prayers. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk was shot dead a few moments ago at Utah Valley University. I believe he was on campus doing one of those things where he sits under a tent and asks the students prove me wrong, and he brings up a topic and then the student tries to prove him wrong and then they debate, they go back and forth and stuff like that in the middle of the event, which, by the way, there was a lot of people there. I guess somebody was fed up with the bullshit and decided today is your day. So listen, condolences to him, to his family, his friends, his family, his fans. A lot of people are bringing up his stance on to the gun control, which he opposed a lot of, if not all, gun control measures. He was against the red flag laws. Apparently, he believed that gun deaths were worth it, right? He expressed that having an armed population inevitably came with gun-related deaths. That if you want gun rights, you're going to inevitably have gun deaths. And so he thought it was, quote unquote, worth it. Those deaths were worth your gun rights. Charlie, is it worth it? I mean, I'm just saying, I don't mean to be insensitive about the situation, but I'm just asking, if he was alive, I mean, well, if I could speak to him from heaven or purgatory, I'm not going to say hell, I'm not going to take it there. But if I could speak to him from the afterlife, I just want to know, was this gun death worth our gun rights? Because in my opinion, I'm very liberal when it comes to gun violence and stuff like that. Guns, period. Take all of them off the street. I'm real radical and extreme when it comes to gun violence. Take them all off the street. So I want to know, is it worth it? And then someone said that he had said a quote way back in the day where he was talking about, and I don't agree with political violence and stuff like that. I'm not celebrating anyone's death. I don't, it did kind of hurt me. It did kind of sting when I did read that he had passed. Okay, so I'm never going to celebrate anyone's death. I'm just asking a question. Is this particular gun death worth our gun rights? Someone on TikTok said that he had said one time, I think empathy is a new age term that does a lot of damage. Let me see if that's accurate. I think empathy is a new age term that does a lot of damage. Oh, that's a real quote. That's a real quote. Because I know a lot of people are online and they're bringing up his stance on, gun control and stuff like that, and sort of criticizing his words when he was alive. And a lot of people are like, well, he's a human being. He's a human being. He's a father. He's a husband. He's this. Have empathy. Yada, yada. He actually said that empathy is a new age term that does a lot of damage. Whoa. Okay, so President Trump came out on a Truth Social and said, everybody loves Charlie Kirk. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all. That is not true, especially me. Okay, you loved and admired him. You know what I'm saying? His followers, I'm sure, loved and admired him. He was not admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. So President Trump is the one who confirmed the news that Charlie Kirk was actually, had actually passed away. We had known he was shot, but it was President Trump who said that he was gone. let me see if I can pull up some videos from the scene for y'all.
Holy shit! Holy shit! You guys okay? Okay, love you. Be safe. Okay, be safe. Bye.
Security, there were no metal detectors. Anybody in the world could park anywhere around the university and walk right in.
The craziest part is like there was no checkpoints, nothing to get in here. Everyone was just able to walk in here. I'm like, I have my backpack. I'm like, if I wanted to, I could just bring a gun with me. But like, I'm like, this is just crazy that everyone was just allowed in here and just with anything you could have in your backpack. And so I was like, and so there was no checkpoints, nothing. I just wish there was like some kind of checkpoints or something.
I'm trying to get information on the suspect, if they have a suspect. I feel like they just got a suspect. Agreed to the terms and services. The suspect in the shooting is not yet in custody, according to a spokesperson from the university, despite the school saying earlier that police had someone in custody. So no one is in custody yet. This is a situation. Donald Trump Jr. addressed Kirk directly, saying on social media, "I love you, brother. You gave so many people the courage to speak up. We will not ever be silenced." Stephen Miller, the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, said all of us must now dedicate ourselves to defeating the evil that stole Charlie from this world. Former Vice President Mike Pence called Kirk a truly good man and said he and his wife Karen Pence are praying for Kirk's family. The Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Lee Zeldin said there are so many emotions and so many memories. Vice President J.D. Vance wished Kirk eternal rest. House Speaker Mike Johnson called Kirk a close friend and confidant who will sorely be missed by so many. Former President Joe Biden called for the end of political violence. He said there is no place in our country for this kind of violence. Speaking of Biden, you know, Kamala Harris, an excerpt from her book came out and said that it was reckless of her and the administration in the White House and everybody who had those top positions to, you know, give Biden free range to just decide on his own whether he was going to go up for re-election and whatnot. Okay, she said it was based off of selfishness and ego. And that was my first time ever hearing Kamala Harris go after Joe Biden, since she had said that Joe Biden bust her from that school to that school all the way back in 2020 or 2019, whatever year that was, when she was running for president the first time. Former President Barack Obama weighed in on social media. He said, "We don't know yet what motivated the person who shot and killed Charlie Kirk, but this kind of despicable violence has no place in our democracy." I agree. The political violence has no place in our democracy. It is very ironic, though, that he was very against gun control, that he was okay with these gun deaths, these casualties in the name of gun rights, and apparently said that empathy is a new age term that is overused and that is that does a lot of damage. So it's very interesting. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Sorry I came on here like this. You know, when breaking news happens, it happens. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.